somehow.
Yes, my Straight Talk family, in the event you are wondering what's wrong with Straight Talk tonight, I do apologize for the tardy start tonight due to circumstances beyond my control. And those who are regular viewers to the program, you note that our studio has somewhat changed tonight. Nonetheless, we were trying to get things up and running, so I do apologize for the tardy start tonight, and I want to welcome you to another edition of Straight Talk for Monday, the 11th day of April, in the year of our Lord 2022. And for those who may have just joined us for the first time, I must inform you that Straight Talk is a public service program that facilitates and promotes free expression on all issues of national interest, be they legal, be they environmental, be they technological, social, economic, and or political issues. On Straight Talk, we do have a forum to express yourselves freely. Let us in the process continue to keep St. Kitts and Nevis as one of the freest countries in the entire world. My Stray Dog family, we try to raise the level of national consciousness. We try to raise the level of national discourse by alerting our people to their rights, to their responsibilities, and certainly to their obligations. My name is Ian Patches Liburd, and I give Almighty God thanks for blessing me with yet another opportunity to join you in conversation on yet another occasion. And my Stray Dog family, I have not seen, we're going to go right into things tonight, I have not seen I was actually looking for the COVID update. I normally give you an update on what's happening in St. Kitts and Nevis in terms of the COVID situation. I normally get that updated, and I'm sure when my colleague hears this, he would send me that information. But things were looking good nonetheless in St. Kitts and Nevis. I do have the report from yesterday. I don't think I hope I should say, things have not changed much from yesterday, but it was still looking good yesterday. There were no confirmed cases. The vaccination rate is still doing well. Could be improved, but we are still doing well, my Stray Dog family. And tonight I did, in fact, last week, Thursday, when I said I'll see you on Monday, I wasn't even aware that I did overlook, I should say, the fact that we are in Holy Week this week. So I'm going to ensure and hope and pray that we'll keep the temper down. But tonight I invite you to have a conversation with which I labeled the last lap. But first, I would, as per usual, continue our observations in review, as usual, and which is that time of the program when we do some reflection on ongoing issues and or past ones, and we try to establish in the process what was accomplished, how has it helped others, what has changed since, what can be expected next, and what new have we learned as a people. And last Friday, the cruise ship season continued and getting now into high gear. And I'm so happy that our taxi drivers, I call them our tourism ambassadors, and other stakeholders, I may add, I'm so happy for all of them in the tourism industry, because they have been suffering. They have been suffering for nigh 2 years when the world and tourism came to a virtual halt. But my heart felt good, not only for them, but I also felt good when the captain of the world's largest ship, or one of them for that matter, the Allure of the Seas, went along our new cruise pier at Port Zante. Many pretended that they did not see, but seasoned journalist Glenn Bart was on the ball, and Glenn Bart filed this report about that particular cruise ship, my Stray Dog family, the Allure of the Seas.
For the first time since the second cruise pier began to be used, an Oasis-class cruise ship docked and discharged thousands of passengers onto the island of St. Kitts. The Royal Caribbean Allure of the Seas docked at Port Zante's newest pier on its early April voyage into the Eastern Caribbean. The second cruise pier was constructed with the intention to allow Port Zante to accommodate 3 of the world's largest cruise ships at the same time. When the pier is fully commissioned, it will facilitate 2 of the Oasis cruise-class vessels.
And yes, my Stray Dog family, that was a good feeling. And now you understand when you heard me saying for like 2 years now that the pier is ripe. And we really do look forward that the cruise tourism will get back to normalcy, and we really look forward when we can have all those ships back in St. Kitts and in Nevis for that matter. But I always promote diversification nonetheless, because we can't afford to have our eggs in one basket. But as Straight Talk continues to follow as well the developments in our country, I can update you on the tripartite meeting of the leaders of the immunity, which is expected to continue on Thursday. It is expected to continue on Thursday, this coming Thursday, in fact, Holy Thursday, to be exact. And that meeting, we trust, would be productive and get some settlement straight off time. Here's the report.
We met in Bastille at the cabinet room. The meeting with the Prime Minister, the Honorable Timothy Harris, leader of the People's Labour Party, was called after the Division Premier and Minister of Foreign Affairs in the Federal Cabinet, the Honorable Mark Brantley and myself, as leader of PAM, had written to the Honorable Prime Minister for real dialogue. After a few delays, as you know, we finally got the meeting yesterday. Y'all gone very quiet, you look news. You look news. We had a long meeting where there was a frank exchange of views. You want to hear the rest? The rest of it is, I will not give any more details at this time, because as you're aware, we agreed to a joint statement on the meeting. And you know me, I always keep the promise. So, the statement which has been released, that is the official statement on record about the meeting. But I want to make a general point. And the general point is that we have agreed on some issues, but there are other issues we have not agreed on. The Prime Minister has a few things to consider, and it is only right that we give him time to consider those issues. We have agreed to reconvene next week, Thursday. And so we are eagerly trying to find a fair solution to the current challenges. And our one condition is that whatever solution we find must be in the interest of all of the people, especially you, the people of constituency number 8.
And that's the latest update on the tripartite meeting, I label it, of the leaders. And one can only pray that there would be some measure of atonement of the unacceptable behavior, I should say, from particular leaders, especially on Holy Thursday, the day before Good Friday, when we will witness the reconciliation of God and humankind through the sacrificial death or crucifixion of Jesus Christ. We also observe as well that the political storm, thankfully, has subsided, at least for now, as many have called out for such, like this particular lady whom I know very well, and who asks, I should say, for a breath or a break in the political hostilities, or rather a stopping to what she called the frock lifting. Very interesting description of what was going on, is what she said.
I'm wondering what the rest of the world is thinking about us right now, because we sound silly. It sounds like a street thing. It has no class to it. I mean, come on, guys. Gentlemen, if you're listening, take the weekend or take until Holy Thursday and pray and breathe and come back better than you've come before. You're not looking so good.
And yet, yes, my Straight Talk family, the People's Action Movement seem to have listened to that call and many calls and have thus suspended their town hall meetings for this week. At least it seems, my Straight Talk family. This was announced by one of its leaders.
Thank you for coming out tonight. And again, as we said, there's no town hall meetings next week because of the observance of Holy Week. And so when they begin again, we want you to continue to come out and rally with your leader, the Honorable Sean Richards, and the members of the People's Action Movement.
My Straight Talk family, these are our observations for tonight in review. And Straight Talk will keep you posted on these and other stories as they develop. As I mentioned earlier, my focus would be on the last lap. And we have heard so much about last lap, my Straight Talk family. And every time I hear last lap, I think about Vincy Clark, I think. I hope I got that name right, Vincy. Also known as Culture. Every time I hear last lap, I think about him. Culture, or Vincy, was one of the best bicycle riders, best cyclists, I should say, in St. Kitts and Nevis. And he's one of the best we have ever produced. And as a small boy, I recall the close rivalry between himself and others, and in particular Lappy, you know. But Culture of Vincy must confess that Lappy won the most crowns or most medals. Oops, I better be careful what I'm saying. Anyway, when I hear about this last lap, I think of Vincy or Culture. And my Straight Talk family, anyway, the last lap that's being referred to is a bar somewhere in the Bird Rock area, owned, I am told, by the son of a well-known parliamentarian and a partner. The owners or operators of Last Lap, I'm reliably informed, have both been summoned by the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police for apparently violating the business licensing requirements, coupled with apparently breaching of COVID-19 protocols. The noise and confusion seem to have come from the fact that over some 50 persons were in attendance, but only the names of 3 ministers, and this no doubt has incensed one of the named ministers who gave us this report about the last lap issue, my Straight Talk family.
Y'all heard about the incident at and the night when that incident took place, I went to Last Lap the night. A friend of I and I went to Last Lap that night. When I got there, I saw Johnny there, I saw Lindsay there. In the middle area in conversation. The friend and I joined them in conversation. And we were there speaking for about an hour. After about an hour, Lindsay said he has been here since after cabinet. He going home. And he turned out and he left. I stayed in there maybe about the next 10 minutes after. I turned to the friend. I said, "You ready to go?" The friend said yes. I left Last Lap. I went outside. And we were outside. I saw 3 police officers standing up on the outside. I said good night to the police officers. I continued to my vehicle. When I said good night, the police officers answered me. They said good night. I left Jonelle inside. It so happened when I got there was a parking space next to where Lindsay's vehicle was. So I was parked right next to Lindsay's vehicle. I jumped in the car that I was driving the night. The friend took maybe about the next 5 minutes before he came outside. When I saw Lindsay's vehicle, Lindsay was still in the vehicle. I said, well, I thought Lindsay said, going home. But I ain't bothered to ask Lindsay why he's still here. I waited for the friend to come out. I jumped in my vehicle. I went home, go sleep.
Yes, my Straight Talk family. And with that account from the Deputy Prime Minister, he has made it abundantly clear that he wants his name redacted from the report. These were his words, the Straight Talk family.
I heard that my name is in the police report relative to this incident at last lap. I said, my name in police report? Well, what my name in police report for? Me no witness not no last lap. I wasn't part of no incident at last lap. What my name in any police report for? To say good night to the police? I said, all right. I drive into work the morning. I called the commissioner of police. I said, Mr. Commissioner, good morning, how are you? He said, he's good. I said, you have a few minutes to spare? He said, yes. I said, let me ask you a question. If I drive in across Old Road Bay, and 5-10 minutes after I drive across Old Road Bay, an accident happens across Old Road Bay, am I important to the accident? He said, no. You want in an accident, you know, see an accident, you can't get no evidence. I said, I'm glad you tell me that, so let me ask you a question. And I told him about the incident at last lap. I said, I've been made to understand that my name is in the police report. The commissioner said to me, yes, he has the report here in front of him, and indeed, my name is in the report. I said, but commissioner, why my name in the report? Am I jumping to the incident that happened at last lap? Commissioner, tell me. Now let my blood pressure go up over that, not take on that. I said, all right. I left it there. I left it there. A few weeks after that, the commissioner comes to cabinet and there's a discussion about it. And again, I reiterated that my name ain't got no call in the police report. Because I don't understand how is it that the police is indicating that they came there. Some 50-something persons at last lap and only 3 names that could identify who at last lap to put in the report. Honorable Lindsay Grant, Honorable John L. Powell, Honorable Sean Richards. Well, what you want to tell me? The police officers ain't none of bad guys who at last lap, so why my name must be in the report?
Yes, my Straight Talk family. And that has created some consternation for the Deputy Prime Minister, no doubt. In the meanwhile, the Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, who has responsibility for the police, has been vilified. The Deputy Prime Minister has failed to attend cabinet meetings for over 2 months, and the Team Unity administration is under unexpected stress at this time. The good thing is, though, that the feedback from the people suggests that the leadership, our current leadership, has maintained a lot of support. Lots of support has been shown or given to the current leader of the Team Unity administration.
I think the Prime Minister has done pretty well so far in how he has handled himself.
And yes, that seemed to be the view of many. But this particular lady said it all. The Straight Talk family.
Yes, good night, Honorable Ludwina Minton and Deputy Prime Minister Sean Richards, Honorable Sean Richards and Lindsay Grant and Janet Powell. I'm come to talk my mind. I am a very plain person. You all join me in unity, right? And I ain't like backbone right now. I think that what Sean was doing and the man in Nevis, right name, I think they could have gained cabinet and solved the problem instead of going out, embarrass Timothy Harris. Then embarrass Timothy Harris, they embarrass themselves. Because right now everybody for Timothy Harris. Because they embarrass themselves. Because the Labour people, they right now, they glad what's going on. They say next election they're going to win. But they ain't going to win. We all need to get together and join back in unity because you all put me in unity, so I am unity. When you all have meeting, I don't wear me yellow shirt. And when Timothy have everything, I don't wear me orange shirt. And when the man Nevis guy, he don't wear me blue shirt. So me in unity. I for everybody. I ain't no Pam Labour, nothing. I back unity, not Labour. So you all make a big mistake, get in cabinet and solve your problem and get back unity together. Don't let Dougie come back in here. Because Dougie working a trick. He put my name, Joe, but he's leader. And so Dougie is a Dougie Ban January just like Miss Mark like him. He working tricks. He put Joe to be leader, but Joe ain't no leader. He gonna be the advisor for Joe. That's the trick. So use your head and get together. Solve problem. Nobody too big to say they're sorry. You understand me? So get back together and find back unity strong. Because men go against unity. I love Timothy is me man. I do tell people so. That's my prime minister. Men go against Timothy for nobody. So I tell you straight up. So Sean get you act together. Deal with Timothy good. Luigi Hamilton, I respect him. I work for Luigi Hamilton all the time. One time I vote Labour because Dougie come and say, oh, he gonna do this when he first get in power and I vote for him, Labour. But he changed my mind. They say Dougie and me a family, me and know him very well. Right? Because the way Dougie do act, he like he from a different world. He say he gonna insult. He could insult again. Me want them kind of leaders. Me want Dougie here because you won't follow Dougie. Get back together, make all your plan. Are you waiting on the other to be thing going back towards the next week? Get all your things together, please. Because I vote in unity.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Else.
Yes, and that's the general view of most persons you run into contact with. And I'll be in St. Kitts, God's Spear, for the Easter weekend. And just for information, in particular to my East Bastia people, the humble servant, your humble servant, continues my ministry of giving. In East Bastia, we'll have an egg extravaganza, an Easter egg hunt, my straight dog family. It will be exciting. Come this Saturday, the 16th April, from 3 p.m. Bring a bag or basket for the kids to collect eggs for their Easter hunt. Refreshments will be also available. So don't you forget that this coming Saturday at the Newtown Sporting Complex, my Straight Talk family, our children will have fun for Easter, and the ministry of giving continues, as we say, giving back to the constituency that made me, the constituency in which I was born, the constituency in which I live, the constituency in which I was raised, and the constituency I am certain which I will die. My Straight Talk family, those are some issues I raise. There are some questions, there are some comments they may derive from them. You know exactly the numbers, or should I tell you them? I should. Those on the local scene, 663-6672 and 646-829-6672. And how could I forget? I understand that today is Alice in Wonderland's birthday, and I want to wish happy birthday to Alice in Wonderland. If my information is accurate, a happy birthday to our dear beloved Mama Alice in Wonderland. I trust and hope you had a wonderful day. When I see you, we'll have something to talk about your birthday present, Alice. But let's wish Alice a happy birthday, my Straight Talk family. So I'll open the lines, my Straight Talk family, at 13 before 9. I cut short the dialogue for obvious reasons. I started pretty late. So I'm going to open the lines and ensure that you are on. Caller, you are live. Yes, caller? Are they my brother? Here's what. Let's sort this thing out, my Straight Talk family. Yes, okay, here's what. Are they caller? I believe I've lost that caller, my Straight Talk family. The numbers again, 663 6672. That's 663-6672, or the overseas line 646-829-6672 as well. 663-6672 and or 646-829-6672. And we do have our email contact as well. Our email contact as well is zizstraighttalk@gmail.com. So I open the lines again. My Straight Talk family, the lines are open. Let's try. I missed that caller. Let's try this number again. It's 663-6672 and or 8. I keep calling that for. It's 646 is the overseas number. 646 829-6672, or the local number 869-663-6672. My Straight Talk family, those are the telephone numbers, and trust and hope that we have them. So let's try these calls again. I just had the caller. I do apologize for that mix up just now, but please try the number again and see, make certain that we'll get you connected. Let's get you connected. It's 663-6672. As we continue our discussion tonight, and we are looking at the issues. As I said, I was happy to, from the onset I said, I was happy that we had this Oasis class ship alongside our new cruise pier. The pier is ripe. Believe me, the pier is ripe, my Straight Talk family. Let's go back. Let's go back to the lines. Are you there, caller? Let's take this message while we wait on those calls. Then, my Straight Talk family, let's take this email message, which reads. Email message which reads, bear with me there, my Straight Talk family. I remember we've changed studios tonight, so we here. Good night, Mr. Patches reads this email. It struck me that something is not right with the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, Sean Richard. His behavior this year is anything but honorable and acceptable. At the last Palm Town Hall event, Mr. Richards' behavior was more akin to a mama's boy, or rather than that of a deputy prime minister. But let's go back to the lines. I'll come back to that message. Caller, you are live. Yes, caller? Are you there, caller?
Greetings in the name of our great African ancestors, especially the most honorable Marcus Messiah Garfield Queen and Zinga. Blessed evening, my beloved African brother. How are you, the family?
Oh, peaceful, my dear brother. You and yours?
Good, man. Good. As a matter of fact, the youngest in the clan, my youngest grandchild, he turned 1 year yesterday, man, you know, and Kosi.
You've been peaceful.
So Yeah, man, they came over from Georgia. He and his sister and his father and his mom, you know. They was up in Mount Vernon by the aunt. So we had a little session up there yesterday, man. Yes, brother.
Good to hear, man. Good to hear.
Yes, beloved. So all is well, man. All is well. Yeah, my brother. So my brother, let me just say, it's good to hear, you know, that things. I hope when Thursday come, brother, not because of the religious or those who subscribe to the Christian faith or religion, whatever they want to call it. You know, outside of that, beloved, man, come on. We built this foundation, political foundation called unity, man. Unity movement. Lots of us. Beloved, I wasn't on the ground, but as you know, I advocated for years, beloved. And brother, I don't want to see this thing mash up. But I have to tell you the truth, you know. If this thing mash up, brother, I don't give up easily, brother, but ain't no way again, beloved. But I will support brothers like you and brother Nital and Prime Minister and others, beloved. But brother, I don't want to see this thing mash up. And the clip that you played there with the sister, man, that was a town hall meeting in number 8. But his sister was right on the money. You couldn't get it no better, beloved. You can't just build up things and then just break down things and make go colloquial now so everybody could understand what me say, beloved. We're not talking no highfalutin language, so some of our people. They're not to belittle anyone because, you know, I'm not in that when it comes to, you know, African people. So people will say, oh, they're not decent, you know. They, no, beloved. You know, but we got to get real, man. We build a foundation supposed to add on it, where there's a political foundation, what's economic foundation. We must build, not just build up and block down and them things, they beloved brother. Some other actors will come, some will come and some will go, because that's what says the life. Now we get towards the age, we got to move on and let younger sister or brother take over, beloved. But this mash up things, man, that is the best political unity so far in the history of St. Kitts, Nevis, Liamega, and Wally, beloved. And we can't let this thing go. No more, let me say this, beloved. But we got two individuals in people's action movement. And people know who they are. I'm all for unity. But there was two individuals. And Brother Sean, let me tell you, my brother, don't let those two guys lead you astray, my brother. Your ambition is to come next Prime Minister, St. Kitts, Nevis, Liamiga and Wally, beloved. Act like wise, man. Let the people see that you have that leadership skills. And in times of crisis, any crisis, you could stand up as a true leader and weather the storm. Weather the storm, beloved. And don't let nobody give you no ill advice. And you take it, beloved. This is your test run, Brother Richards. If you're serious about leadership, political leadership, and becoming the next Prime Minister of St. Kitts Nevis, beloved, you got to demonstrate those skills now. And, you know, brother, for right now, you still, find your way, brother. Give the people of St. Kitts Nevis that assurance that you are ready. You know, you're very intelligent, brother. But you got to be visionary and got common sense to my brother Sean. And no more I could talk to you. And I know others have spoken also, beloved. To only those two individuals that I know about. And I got others, you know. The unseen hands and faces beloved. But brother, don't be distracted if you're serious about becoming the next Prime Minister of St. Kitts Nevis. And let me say in closing, Brother Patches, this for my brothers and sisters and brothers in Constituency 6. And I will say it again and continue to say it. You have voted for the Labour Party since adult suffrage and continue. And in life has not been better for your, during the time of your great-grandparents, grandparents, parents, and now you. And if you all continue, you do what you want, everybody do what they want, every man, boy, girl, and woman have a right to decide their own destiny. But if you all continue to vote to any candidate of the boy from St. Paul's party, Brother Nabu, I love my people, beloved. But in no way, Brother Nabu will advocate for you all politically. And any media house or houses for you all if you continue to go down the road and vote for the boy. Any candidate, the boy from St. Paul's party. Brother, I've said a more to someone want to speak, continue to listen, keep up the great works, my beloved brother, and just do what you have to do. Because, brother, remember, Brother Patches, the work not done yet, you know, man. We still got to build a bridge, St. Kitts Nevis, and we still need those bridges and a new terminal up there, my beloved brother.
Thank you.
At the airport, my beloved brother. That work must be done, beloved brother, and you are the man at the present who must complete that work that you started. Brother, thanks again for hearing me. Keep up the great works. Pan-Africanism, my perish. Well done, my beloved brother.
One love, my brother. Yes, someone finished that. Let's go back to the lines. Caller, you live. Hello, caller. Wow, I seem to be having some difficulties with my somebody caller seem to be having some difficulties here with my local line. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, I'm hearing you, my brother, but I'm not. It's not going live. So let me see what's happening with my system here. Just bear with me. Is what's happening with my local calls here. Are you hearing me, caller? Yes, but we are not hearing you, though. That's the problem. Let's see what's happening. Oh, my. Wow. Be with me a minute, caller. Are they caller? Okay, I'm having some difficulties in my local calls here. Give me. Is they caller?
The things I should between my brethren, kind and good. it up somehow.
Try this call again. Caller, you there? Okay.
So whatever my mind can see, that I will achieve. Because I do the things I should, between my brethren, kind and good. So I'll keep moving on. I won't stop now. I'll keep moving on till I reach the top somehow.
Okay, let's try this call here again. Now, callers, I'm having some difficulties with the lines, but I'll improvise. So let's start calling again. I'll get you improvised somehow. We're gonna get you going. If not this way, we get you the other way. Okay? Yes, caller, you're live. Hello, caller?
Yes, good night. Good night. Hello? Hello?
Oh. Wow, something.
Hello?
Yes, caller, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Don't seem to be hearing, but go ahead, let me hear you.
Yes. Are you hearing me?
I'm not hearing you clearly, caller. Wow. Yes, I'm having some difficulties with my telephone lines. What's going on here?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. We'll improvise. You go ahead, caller. Are you there?
Yes, I hear.
Yes, go ahead, caller.
Yes, I'm calling to speak on a few incidents that I would have heard you address tonight.
Which incident?
With the absence of the Honorable Minister, Richard from Cabinet, he felt weak on his behalf to the point of where he's saying this incident would have transpired at last lap, and because of a report that he made aware of from the police standpoint. I mean, the police are already to conduct their business and do so in a manner that are to be done. A report in the police hands does not have anything to do with cabinet per se. So he should have at least still go to cabinet and deal with the people's business. More so, with the breach that was allegedly occurred during the night at last lap. Look at where it was said that key ministers of government, the Honorable Sean Richards, who is the deputy, Honorable Lindsey Grant, and Honorable Daniel Powell. These are people who actually go into parliament and say they making laws for people to adhere to. But yet, in the pandemic, where these people wanted certain things to be done, they were the ones who were still out there breaching the same protocols that they would have actually sat and they said the majority have to follow. More so, look at it. We're hearing that people getting houses allegedly, I don't know, but ministers of government would have said it openly, so but they probably have the information at hand where people actually could go and get houses free at cost. Look at it where under the same umbrella where you're hearing Mr. Grant saying he don't know anything about the peace program. He said it in one forum and come back in a different forum trying to, how was it, patch up what he would have said, making it seem as if, well, he said he don't know anything about the peace program, but coming back to say, well, if he don't know who are on the peace program, who getting what, who getting $500, whatever the case may be. But these are the same people who actually, when a budget was read out, get up
and support it.
The eyes have it. The eyes have it. And we know the majority is always the eyes. Because no matter how you oppose, once the majority is the eyes, is eyes.
Eyes have it, yes.
You understand? So these are the same people who actually would stand up and say the eyes have it, but yet come into the public and trying to make the public feel as if well, you're not aware of this happening. Look at it, people who actually have a salary, a wage, wherever the case may be, put it that way. You can't walk into development bank and a loan to actually build a house. But remember, when you go on to get a loan, you have a salary reduction based on certain things, bank procedures, protocol that we have to follow. But yet, the so-called gang members who walk into development bank and get a loan of 100 and something thousand, how much ever thousands of dollars to actually conduct business. Not saying that if somebody want to make a headway in a life that they are not to, but How is it so easy for somebody who never work in their lifetime to at least be able to obtain a loan? How is it will be paid back? These are the questions that we are being paid. How will it be paid back? What are the things that they put in place? But yet, somebody with a pay, whether it's a salary wage, whatever the case may be, you know you could at least get a salary reduction to pay back for these loans. People want house and can't get them. People want a small business and can't get them. But the so-called gang members could just walk into development bank with a business plan, and because somebody want to help them, they make it a business to survey. Go ahead and go forward. Now I would just listen up here as to your take, as to when the same thing that you would have at least made mention of, because I know you play the clips, but I didn't hear you maybe elaborate to say why you play them. But as I said, with Mr. Richard saying he don't go to cabinet because of that very same reason is somewhat weak, and for the police to at least maybe have a report in reference to, he may look at it as the incident between Mr. Grant and the police. I am looking at it as his name being mentioned at this sporty moment in terms of the route, what would have caused the police to be there. The breach underneath the umbrella of the COVID protocol.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you very much, caller. Your points are well taken. I think we are basically on the same frequency. I do apologize. I have to improvise my calls here tonight, but nevertheless, we are hearing your caller. You're live.
Yeah, good evening, boys.
How is the Rockefeller?
I am fine. I'm doing real fine. I am not going to entertain no behavior by the ICE until the Prime Minister made a decision. And I hope the Prime Minister make a positive decision. Because I don't see nothing here to mend back up. Not all is there to mend back up. You got to bite the hand, bite the fingers, and back to the pole we go. But patch it before go. I'm going to give you an opportunity. I got $50 and I want to say a quiz. And that quiz, you get with the person calling for that quiz, and you say, yes, that's the quiz. You come down by me tomorrow and get me $50 US.
What's the quiz?
You want me to go ahead?
What's the quiz?
Oh, the quiz. Talking about instinct, right? Name one good DJ. And one of them could call in on your program.
Come back. Rock back. Where you going? Where you going back there for, my Rock? Come on.
Don't tell me don't go back there.
Oh Lord,
you
man.
can't tell me that.
Oh Lord,
I want your business to put on me politics and manager and all the rest. And I'm not going to call you from the stage with the nonsense.
Okay.
Talking about time, they don't want to hear this and they don't want that. When you don't call him and tell him and don't be calling the Prime Minister and your name up and down the quiz. If you want to do the quiz, you're going to do the quiz.
No.
Okay?
Let's put the quiz out for some other time. Let's...
No, I want the quiz done today because I don't want to spend the $50. Somebody may want to have a good weekend. Okay?
What? Rock,
so you want me to spend the quiz again?
No.
Anybody think it's a Nevis who's the one good DJ? Get $50 US tomorrow. Okay? You is the one who got to say, well, why the man win. Okay?
Have a good night.
Right.
Have a good night, my brother. You never give up.
Yeah.
You never
Okay.
give up. You are a soldier. You die with the guns in hand. You still have to go back there. But nonetheless, my Straight Dog family, it's 16 past the 9 o'clock hour. I know you're having some difficulties with the phone lines, but let's try. We get our calls in nonetheless, I'll call you live. Give me 1 second there. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, could you? Are you there? I can hear you. Go ahead.
Dumpling Harris, better known as Lydia Manos.
Dumpling Harris, how are you?
Oh, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Oh, thank you, Jesus. God is so good to me. Patrick, I cannot understand. Over Nevis. And the one name up and down the whole of using ministers from Nevis on your radio, on your program. I did not do it. All and I've been saying that for months. You understand me? Catching the carry me over Nevis under the clock. Say that it's Tripartite, right? CCM, PAM, and the People's Labour Party. You understand? It's them telling me to Timothy. They're telling me to Timothy. Why I must leave Timothy for them, and they treat me so bad. They treat me bad, and the PAM people them, when they see me, they take off the oil. They want to call me. Who they want me? They want them. Who they want to call me? Don't call me. Don't give me no mumu sign, no signal, because me went up the dumb school up by the car now. You understand? When I started, the anti-detect me over Nevis, and I went down Zion School. Now for 3 years. Van Samuel was my teacher. And then another sent back to me, and then I went Irish Town School. Let her leave me alone. I can't rabbit if them put me there, you know. Them carry me to Mr. Harris. Patrick, I am Dumpling Harris. See you. Happy birthday to Alice. Alice, happy birthday. See you, Patrick.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Harris.
Okay, thank you very much, Dumpling Harris. Let's go back to the lines. Call you live.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Patrick, good night.
Good night, sir.
Patrick, good night.
Good night, my brother.
First, I want to say happy birthday greetings to the Alice in Wonderland. Alice, good night. I hope you enjoy yourself today. And I was in town selling today. I don't get to meet you to have a drink with you. Don't you say you know that you're not going to get a drink. And I was in the market today selling. What will you tell me? Today going to be about there. Now, Patrick, I just want to say something to the community, to the federation. Come on. Chicago colors. Tell it like it is. Let the public get into your opinion. Tell it like it is. Some people are gonna like unity, but we got to live with unity. And unity will stay forever. Tell it like it is. Come on, Chef. Tell it like it is. We got a great leader, Dr. Harris Shushi. And if the country wants to move on, tell it like it is. Come on, straight colors. Tell it like it is. The people say they ain't want labor. Tell it like it is. Where we want to go back to the back in the 60s and the 70s. I say, Mr. Politics say one that so. Politicians, put your head together. What is? You have a wonderful day. May God be the connection of thinking Nevis. Not to him. Mr. Prime Minister, listen, hear what they say. Because we got to get the unity together back again. If they want it, we know what we're going. But it's good night.
Good night, my brother. That's Eternal Calypsonia. Let's go back to the lines. Are you there, caller? You're live, caller.
Hello?
Yes, you're live.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank God I get in. Thank you, Patrick. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, all the listening audience. It's a pity that we have so many things to speak about tonight and the phone messing up. But anyway, I will make mine as quick as possible. But let me tell you something, bro. Every disappointment is for good. When disappointment happens, we get to see a real person. And according to the clip you play, we last lap. You know when the bell ring, I used to see you jumping up. But I'm gonna say this here. The police supposed to act like a police. Whatever happened up there, and the police then take report, the police then is supposed to pass on that to nobody else but the police. And when Sean said he called the commissioner, and he explained to him and asked him, and he tried illustration go all with them car and accident or whatnot. And he tell him that his name was called in this last lap business. Why should the commissioner tell him don't get no blood pressure over that? That is not for a commissioner to tell nobody. Just tell him, listen, the police are doing their job. Leave that to the... Nobody have no right to intervene and go between and mix up and tell him, show what upon this and nothing. So he dropped the wall there. And this other thing again now. But let me tell you something. Sean must understand that the biggest CEO in the world are the voters. It is through the farm, put by the CEO. We put people here like everybody else to go and represent the whole nation. And if he don't stay from work for 2 months, well, he should not get a proper 2 months. Because when a person starts the job, for 3 days, they have to carry in some plum paper, doctor paper, whatever it is, cards until they have the job. Otherwise, if they don't do that, you call it abandonment of job, of work, of duty. So, he was wrong with that. Now, you were there as Minister of Infrastructure and Works and whatnot.
You got your radio up.
The whole world can see that you did not waste your time in there. People voted for you to go in there and represent us, and you did it. And if you had to sit back and procrastinate and follow a lot of them naysayers, that large cruise ship would have been able to dock up where you pay. Let them look at that. That is one of the largest, biggest ships on the waters. And it docked up where you pay. That is because you ain't procrastinate. You're a man of works. And you did that. So if you never in there, that pay will never bill. Not that. I had another thing again over there, man. The only school that they had, a lot of great people from there, they went to the school. The late Mr. Richard Keyes went to the school. Warren Keyes and others went to the school. And for years, I have been talking about the erosion of the seawater and the to be eroded and fall down. I spoke many years ago telling all they have to do go down there and throw some big stone over there and make a brick wall for the water so it won't break down, because that's a historical building. So I'm asking them, whosoever responsible for the infrastructure, go down to the bay,
Okay.
that building, and they also sand mining down the road there by the Station Street, where Miss Francis shop was.
Okay.
They're supposed to be doing that. But anyway, time short and others want to get in, so I'll come back next time I get a chance. Francis, have a good night.
Have a good night. Have a good night as well. Could you, my straight up family, just turn your radio down when you're calling, or move away from the radio and just talk to the telephone. We've improvised a system here. I think I know what's happening, but the numbers again, 663-6672 and or 646-829-6672. That's the overseas line. And the local line again, 663-6672. A caller made the point earlier about the breach of protocol, and I have confirmed that the operators of the last lap had in fact violated or breached the protocols. Caller, you're live. Caller, you turn your radio down.
Okay, hold on there.
Just,
Yes, Francis, good night.
good night, my dear.
Good night to everyone. Dumping Harris. Francis was just calling to say good night because you know me tired, but I want to say something here tonight. Look, the lady, to all of us was unity. I don't want to mash up yet. But to me, he ain't nothing there to mend that because if he mend that, he will never be the same. Okay? And 3 Timothy says, who would come is overnet. Man die alone, very alone, but a good man never stand alone. That is, you were here fighting tongues, say, have it again, you said, so this face is sweet is, have it again, have it again, have it again. That's what Hong say, okay? And nobody could say it to Hong. So if it's have it again, it's have it again. And who what's then? And all who want to say, well, they for a male right, saying it still. Okay, and who don't like me? Too bad. They like I don't. Have it again. That is leadership matter. Okay? If they want to match up the unity, they must understand that everybody going to separate ways. People wear what they want. Some had a convention and everybody jumped on Labour with the flag and they enjoy it. PLP had one, you can't enjoy it. Labour had something and everybody enjoyed it. Yeah? Some of them want to go out and enjoy themselves, but you must stay in the house and lock them. You disgrace people. Well, not me. Okay? And I just read 3 Timothy. That's it. That's it. Good night. 3 Timothy. Okay? You hear what you say? Good man. Never stand alone. That is what you see. People behind Timothy. Hi, again, who went God? That is the upper glad men of them. Let us say, well, when I live, I'm hard to get from what I won't get. Wherever I get, I deserve everything. That is a support farm for 52 years. 1993, I had a young baby come out of the hospital. And they had an election. And me wrap up the baby in a blanket and bring her home to vote. When only the lack of their wife missing, and she said, Jacqueline, you're going to go out? I said, yes. She said, what you do with it? I said, I'm going to walk with her. She watched me and she shakes her head. She said, you mean I think I will make it enough? Because then I'm going to go up there. And we come over and vote. And when you look, they had no election 23. We went down and we come back up 95 and I vote again, okay? Never miss an election. I put everything into palm. And if I decide, want to try something new, that is my right. Nobody will see nobody. Come in, do nothing to me. Come in, grant me a favor. Up to my daughter in the state of family. I remember when you used to pull us up and down, we are in family used to the meeting. And practice when they pull them with me, I bear them and I feed them, and I put them in the house and I sign up, come outside. And I said, Gato, you ready? Now we go. She said, me come. And now when I find out we have okay? So who talking from now? We won't come before them. We won't brush if you're brushing. Okay? I come from my own, just like we community. Unity 2015, when Sam come out now in the 80s, I thought out and I make history with Sam and I make history with Unity and nobody gonna tell me to go. Leadership matter. Okay, this ain't a time to know. Oh, devotion to the party. Wherever you see somebody doing good, you put your egg. This is a country about self-love parties, and that is my history about Sam. So who I want to sever me and tell me name to this and that, I make Sam. Never miss an election. Ask me said it. Now when me said it to my son they said, yeah, me said they asked me for you know. She said, no, she gonna come up for vote. Then they ask me, well, allow you for Sam. Me and Jackson and I'll allow you, okay? So who talk to you and say what I say now, anything, and they leave me alone. Pam ain't do nothing for me. I do more for Pam than what Pam do for me. I risk my life with a young child come out of the hospital just because of the damn party. What I put me all in all too. Okay? And in that other day, nothing can Pam ain't do me nothing, and I support them too. 50 something years since I was a little girl around 14 years. And if Randy, my cousin, was dead and gone, next me a Pam. Because he used to own Billy Hobart them. And that's how it come upon me. I raised up in a labor home. I could have gone to labor with my grandparents then. But I decided to choice Pam because 1980 when they come out with a good manifesto and it was so good. And I went and I support Pam all my years. Okay, so it's time for me to change. That's the way it is. A good man never stand alone. Okay. So here's a good night. I touch you.
My dear Jackie, a warrior from the East. My straight talk family. It's 9:33. We are entertaining your calls. Alice, it's your birthday. We continue to wish you a happy birthday, even in these remaining hours of your birthday. And we also wish you many, many more birthdays to come. Let's go back to the lines. Caller, you live. Yes, namesake. How are you doing? Sorry for that mix-up earlier.
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, but I just want to say tonight happy birthday to Alice. And I hope she lives to see many more. If she's 12, I hope she lives to see 12 more than 12. Yes. That is I want to say tonight to the people of Sinkit and Nevis. This is our beloved country. And we need to put aside the childishness and act as men because we see that we voted for men. We need the men them to put their head together and let's get our country up and running because the lion is out there roaring, ready to devour. I don't really understand what the problem they have caused to Sinkit and Nevis for the past months. And I want him to understand that our country is at stake and it cannot afford to let the lion roar and get back in the cage, out the cage, otherwise we gonna end up in problem. Sinkit and Nevis will never be the same if the lion let loose in this country again, especially when it comes to our treasury. Because some people don't know how to spend money. They could make it but they can't spend it. Because of the way they spend money, as somebody said, like a drunken sailor. And we need people who know to spend money, because I look at my present Prime Minister. After all the pandemic and since he's been in government for 7 long years, and I never hear him mention borrowing $1 from any bank or go to the IMF. Thank God for that. And this is the kind of leader that the people of Sinkit and Nevis need. Man who know how to manage, how to govern, and how to lead. I'm so happy that he's such a quiet and honest and humble guy. I think the others need to take a page out of Dr. Harris' book because he's a humble man. You know, I always hear some people usually use. Anytime you hear a woman going up on the wood and banging, making a work on them, they call them blackguarded. And we got some blackguarded men who don't know how to govern their mouth. And they need to govern their mouth and keep the country running and make sure that unity stay afloat. Because if unity go under, I could bet you see like a lot of people in Sinkit gonna perish. Because the tax gonna kill us, gonna strangle us. Because Sinkit and Nevis should never have that with the kind of money I heard in 2010 that we had in Sinkit. 1.5 billion US dollars is that penny here me. And I'm saying tonight that somebody need to tell us where the 1.5 billion US dollars went from our citizenship by investment. Somebody need to talk to us. What is that story that road not part of America? Because somebody asked you in glass. God bless you. Have a good night.
Yes, have a good night, my dear brother. It's now, you go straight back to the lines. Caller, you're live. Hello, caller.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Dumpling Harris again. You know what I can understand, Patrick? 1971 when they had water for watering. Me had water watering boom. A woman named Margaret Moses and Emily. That was my sister were in Puerto Rico. Somebody called me when I went to that shop with the Crossville with Billy. You understand? And I walked to Irish Town and come to Martin's with Ali and come up by 5 days and went and I meet the two of them right there in the landing. And I give them some broomsticks because my sister never had trouble with some girl. And that is the going on and talking about how me I'm grateful. Me ain't ungrateful because that is me dumpling here. Where me dumpling do for them, they do. My father used to come stone and all kind of thing to build up town. The mother do all kind of things, sell and all kind of things. And these some people just walk up and down with William Patrick and say all kind of things. I sent it a paper. Miss Sheila Reynolds, I went to hospital and I saying it again. I thank Dr. Simmons to take me off a cassette step, 1980, and said, where you want to go work? And he sent me hospital. And I went to hospital go walk. And Miss Sheila Reynolds used to send me paper all the time. And people who ain't work, they went down with 50-something years. They give them house, 50 them house. And that is, I could tell you, 1993, we went in 5th grade with my own letter. Crossing with Babs and Central Street. And he watched me and tell me, the home, he saying a lot of things about me. And hit him one hand, crack. Because to throw the labor and Simon bring him to mess around the young families them. I do a lot of things for them. Me and the Thomas and White the Pope, Camet Nisbet, the Gamma for Jono, him all kind of should have get a house, all kind of used to be up them, acting as Gilby, walking like Gilby, and then them come talking about how me disrespect them, me disrespect them. I is a plan, but right now is a unity. Because them telling me to Timothy. And the walking up and down with my name. But I'm going up my Jabbo shop. Because somebody tell me that they're up there on my name. And I got explain to Jabbo. Because they do not for Jabbo. All the ones who go up in Jabbo shop, go counsel and say things.
Okay.
Why they don't think Jabbo plays? Because don't play Harris, Theo.
Okay. Okay, Dumpling Harris. I was looking forward with hope to see Sean succeed Harris after his 2 terms in 2015. With the Team Unity Framework, reads this email. Quietly, I have been listening, observing and monitoring the conventions and town hall meetings of PAM, and have opined that Sean has completely destroyed himself politically by the hint of his despicable behavior on the airwaves, and he should apologize to the public, then resign from government and leader of the People's Action Movement, for you have brought shame and disgrace not only to yourself, but to the noble Team Unity construct and the people of Sandy Point. Shame, shame on you, Sean. Let's go back to the lines. Caller, you're live. Hello, caller?
Patrick.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Patrick, me again. Patrick, I just want to tell the Prime Minister be strong. As long as we got Mr. Politics to support, he will be there. And PLP will be there. Whether he come the leader or not. And he is from government. This man is very creative. And we got to be due respect to what we have to respect. The man is very respected, he gets things done, and the country got to respect that. And don't care how they lamblast him and say all kind of man thing about him. The people love him. And what is to be will be. Mr. Prime Minister is a God-blessed child, just like me. And you keep on your head. You're not getting a confrontation with not one of them. Especially them, those who are ready with all kind of negative thing, all kind of thing about you. Because I mean, some of them was in government. And who the hell? Could have helped when they was government, especially the white man. Could have helped when they was in government. Help nobody. I know insult it and take people out on a negative thing when you go to them. Who favor? The patches. I don't go for nothing for lose. Minister Price don't go for nothing for lose. And I do not think I gonna be in this PLP party to lose. This PLP party, a lot of them are live, this PLP party got to remain. I'm going to stay. I'm going to outlast many political parties in this country. Because we come in and we going. And we see potential in the young Akila Wayon. She won't be the next prime minister after that Harris. I don't see it. She got a lot of potential. Akila, look for your people, concentrate on your people in your constituency, and do what you got to do. And you know that you will get back me again. You understand?
Okay.
We don't want a politician who will disrespect us. No leader come disrespect us. Does it. And this one gonna come and talk about disrespect, and he want to go to go to cabinet. He want to go to cabinet, disrespect come, and I'll come to photos them. They should put him out. Put him out when election will come. Put him out. That is a wonderful again. God bless.
Bless you, my brother. This email reads, Patches, there is much talk about keeping promises in recent months by PAM leaders, including Dr. Kennedy Simmons. Well, let us talk promises tonight. In 1993, when both PAM and Labour got 4 seats, at 4 seats, says this email. To apologize for that. There's 4 seats. I'll read that again, my Straight Dog family. Patches, there's much talk about keeping promises in recent months by the PAM leaders, including Dr. Simmons. Well, let's take this call, my Straight Dog family. Caller, you're live. I'll get back to that email. Caller, you're live. Hello, caller.
My Bonnie, good night.
How are you, my Bonnie? Went over the ocean. How is Montserrat?
Boy, look, you run out some unit for the night, your boy. Anyway.
What?
You said you run out some unit for me phone for the night. I don't think the shit, but you just not bring me on. No problem.
I apologize, my brother. I'm having some difficulties here. I'm just coping here. I think I know what's wrong, but I couldn't fix it on air at the time.
Okay.
What's on your mind?
Listen here. This first question, let me say good night to my dear friend Alice in Wonderland. Good night. Good night. Happy birthday. And let me say good night to all the listeners watching. But just listen to me. Me hear one member today, but I'm not calling him. I'm not going to say no other radio station, but Freedom Radio Station today. Declared Swiss and give allegiance to the next party. Anyway, listen here. Does Sean got one advisor? You know Sean got one advisor?
Well, well, he's a deputy, he's a leader, so I no doubt he'll have advisors. I would hope.
Well, listen to me. If you got advisor, because he or she not do a very good job, and if we're not in the position, you know, deserve nothing. Sean just continues to make mistake after mistake after mistake, and my God, nobody does tell him stop and come back. No, listen to this ignorant here again now. The whole point about it, Kimmy Pan spot. He was there. He said that to me there. He said the police, he even tell the police on a good night. So what happened? What happened if his name no report? He said that to me there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on. No. This is just not sound good. And you listen to me. Do you want to find about it? And you say, oh, so much people with them. No, my friend Sean. And I'm sorry, go. Listen to me. Are you a one or the individual that sit down in the cabinet and pass these laws? You hear the name you can? She name a cabinet. So the police said, all right. The police said, all right, forgot your name. In there, why? Remember when there was people out there uncomfortable and they locked down and all and kind of something there? Are you passing up? So you for the example. But listen to me. Well, listen to freedom today. And, well, he cannot be out the number. We don't really know the number, but we have to go find him things. We have to get on freedom because lot of things that we say that need corrected, yeah? That need corrected. Now, you kill Dr. Harris of undermining this and undermining that. Well, we not really on the ground. But we believe, we're not giving us no credit, but we believe that we're good listener, and we believe that we can try those things. And listen to me. Dr. Harris. We not campaign for you. Remember, we not campaign for nobody. But Dr. Harris is one excellent leader. Excellent leader in my craft, in master craft. And Dr. Harris run government. This is what the people in there get. Dr. Harris run a responsible government. And it so happens that as far as ministers now, we like the advisors them and they want this, and Dr. Harris does not go down the road with them. Why? Because they are not decent government. And at the end of the day, he don't want the name stain. He don't want the name stain. So you do, you cross the T's and dot the I's. And it seems to me like one Glenmark no want no T's back. No T's cross and I that. And that's the whole problem. And then now, people just behind and then now way out the argument at all. Somebody needs to sit down, Sean. And then, you know something, they go down, they get passionate.
Yes.
But Sean, if you name the report, and you said that you mean there. So what you mean nice for? I see you there. Oh my God. What is... Are we talking again, buddy? Can we get passionate, yeah? Okay then.
Okay, my brother. Have a good night. You've said it all. Okay? He said he was there. He said good night to the police, and the police said good night to him. Patches, there is much talk about keeping promises. I started reading this email. I'll finish it. Keeping promises in recent months. Reads this email, and by PAM leaders, including Dr. Simmons. Well, let us talk promises tonight. In 1993, when both PAM and Labour got 4 seats each, there was a promise by Dr. Simmons made to members of the Evangelical Association and the Christian Council to go back to the polls in 6 to 9 months. Dr. Simmons never honored that promise. My question then, how can Pam and Dr. Simmons speak of anyone to keep promises? Pam and Simmons did not keep their promise, but want others to keep promise. Well, use Dr. Simmons' own words, Pam's convention, hell no, reads that email. Let's go back to the lines. Our caller, you're live.
Good evening, everybody. That is Liburd. How are you this evening?
I am peaceful, my brother. Yourself?
I am doing great. And I want to say before starting, and I know that the time is getting there, I want to say before starting that I want to publicly, once again, express my sincere love, gratitude, and appreciation for the manner in which you have conducted yourself all throughout this fiasco, but especially to me in times of dire need. Thanks, and thanks again. I feel proud to call you my friend. I heard you say you're coming down here. I gotta get with you.
Yes, please do.
If only for 30 minutes.
Please do, please do.
Somebody said that compromise makes a good umbrella, but a poor roof. And rightfully so, because who could live indefinitely in an attitude of perpetual compromise? In life, one needs a body of inflexible convictions which, like signposts, are not the destination, but they point the way. And if you follow them, they would get us there. Hence, to me at least, the inability or unwillingness to sometimes compromise is the kiss of death for any active and ongoing relationship. Everything I've thus far said is irrefutable. You're in a relationship. You have had to compromise, and you're going to compromise some more if you want to stay in that relationship. I'm putting it to you. As such, one must ask, is the PM presently in a healthy domestic relationship? It's a rhetorical question. And what of Sean Richards? Since we know that Hamilton's wife has long fled to all his flowery and sometimes nonsensical enunciations, have you been listening him? His attack on another member of Team Unity in the town hall meeting, and he's self-cannibalizing. The appalling intractability of all concerned parties belies their collective exclamations of country above self, hovering like a flock of competing vultures over the spoil of our national coffers does not evince or exhibit in any way to me the redemptive quality of self-crucifixion, which in the end is what this season represents. For God so loved the world, finish it for me,
gave his only begotten Son,
that
whosoever
believeth in him should what?
Shall not perish.
Not perish,
but have
everlasting life. You lost the Son not to bring up a painful memory. I don't see you sacrificing him. But God right now has set up a new standard. We all know this by heart. But this self-sacrificial spirit is even more pronounced in Romans 5:8, which explicitly declares that God commended his own love towards us in that while we were yet sinners, caught as red-handed rebels against his holy order and kingdom, Christ died for us. Let's speak about this cessation of hostilities to honor the holy occasion of Easter. Man, every last one of them, from the PM down, to throw up their hands in surrender and surrender themselves to Christ before daring again to appear before our federation, since every man jack of them need to be made anew. You know why? Because, and I'm closing, the whole aim of this spiritual adventure is not to attend church, which they all do regularly, with a fawning entourage to score political points by punching some denominational time clock. Christianity at its core and very essence is not in the business of making a better man. Does it surprise you? But rather, as the Bible states, it's in the business of making a new creature. If a man be in Christ, he is a new creature. And from what I've seen, from what you've seen, what the public has seen, is there any possibility of rehabilitation for this expensively educated but seemingly incorrigible group of political derelicts? I'm not a judge. God alone knows. But Thursday, I'm going to bet you, I will wager you, Thursday will not bring forth any resolution from which all parties or the nation will ultimately profit. My remedy is this: send them back to the church on a 10-year treatment plan, while substituting in their stead the 90-year-old Labour Party with its fresh roster of young, qualified, and creative professionals led by the unimpeachable and brilliant Dr. Chu. In closing, whether they choose to do it voluntarily or not, you will see my stated scenario played out at the polls. And servant, former minister, now Ambassador Ian Patches Liburd, you will see it with your eyes and not with another's. Let God be true. And every man a liar. Good evening, folks.
Good evening, my dear brother. Do you really think, though, that the country can risk at this point in time, the Russian war in Ukraine, the food basket of the world? We just recovered from COVID. You've had a leader tried and tested. Do you really believe that this country can take that risk at this time to elect that green leader? Yes, we are experienced, but not. You can at this time. We can't take a risk with such leadership. That is my humble view, my dear friend. Caller, you're live.
That is all I can say this here. From my point of view, this generation I think is Nevis ever had. And there is none to come behind him. Come close, never mind going from there. Some politicians that tell too much lies. Like if he gave me that way that we in 1993 card in Nevis. We need 4 seasons. What did he promise? So when they come now accusing Dr. Harris as the leader of the Prime Minister of the nation and talking about unity, why unity? Let us give him up the eye. Sean started out as a backup to the Prime Minister. He was listening and humbly taking seat, and all of a sudden, Sean sit down there and let him come. But they can give him a piece of paper with no kind of crackers and advising him, telling him, don't wait, we'll come to our freedom. Dr. Harris has never said, never, that he doesn't take freedom.
Okay.
He did good work for the man. The observers, really people and see what are you doing? Say, Jesus. So he said, why are you doing some work that you deserve to be done. And they come accusing Dr. Harris, telling the man, saying that he was genuine freedom. He never said it. And Sean, Dr. Harris knows that. Dr. Harris is a man, he's obligated to his promises. And I know when he told Thomas, he would rise up and say, Sean, I'm a you.
Okay.
But Sean, you're staying here and put foolishness in your head and leading you astray. Come on, man. Come on.
Got you, my brother.
I don't think greedy. That's why they're telling you to carry one your position. You better keep it on them. But that's practice.
All right, my brother. Thanks for that input. Let's go back to the lines. Caller, you live.
Good night. How are you?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet Alice. Happy birthday to you.
It's the Liburd.
How are you?
As Dumpling said, they're calling me. I'm grateful too. I don't know what to do for me. And I thank everybody for wishing me happy birthday. If they did not want the Prime Minister, why they take him? If Harris again, who will be better? Harris again, who could be better? See you, good night. Lord, Mr. Liburd, this cell phone thing ain't working. Thinking I was calling? Okay, see you.
I'm happy to hear you, Alice, as Alice in Wonderland, the birthday lady.
Thank everybody who wishing me well.
Okay.
And to wish me long life. See you.
All right, have a good night. The rest of your birth night, Alice. Let's go by.
You should have been home. You should have been home to take me out.
I'll see you when I come. I'll make sure I come see you.
And who are Rex dead? Because everybody could be a father and a child. See you.
All right, my dear. That's Alice in Wonderland, my dear lady. Caller, you live. Hello, caller. Caller, you live. Hello.
Alice, I wanted to excuse my omission. I'm wishing you all the best for the future on your birthday. And I have 30 seconds more. You asked, my friend,
if you take a risk.
we wish
Yes.
something new? I am telling you. Do you remember when we were all together and you got in office? Do you remember the same question was asked of you? But guess what? You performed well until iniquity was found in you. Didn't you?
Until what?
Excellent. My 45 seconds. No. I'm just hitting back.
I got you, my brother.
Because that's the same thing that they said of you. None of you had been in office. And until iniquity was found in you, you performed above par. That's my answer to that.
But okay. I take your response, my dear brother. I won't dispute it, because I don't like to talk about myself. So I take your response. But
I love you. Have a great evening.
Thank you very much. Yes, let's go back to the lines. Caller, you live. Hello, caller.
Greetings, Mr. Patches.
How are you? I am peaceful, my brother. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm glad to get a little squeezy in here.
Happy you did.
At the last
Happy you did, yes.
Mr. Patches, you see, the Deputy Prime Minister, you listen to your callers tonight, people talking, people with power. The Deputy Prime Minister will always be in question. And from day one, they launch on that Monday morning. Surprise the whole nation. Everybody want to know what this could be. For what reason? So the question I have from some of them people tonight, are the PAM members, are they not feeling themselves a part of a unity administration to govern the policy to empower the people? Are they not feeling that spirit, the connection with the people? Because they elected as PAM candidates. and most man alluded to it some time back. They like a camp candidate, but the government to govern the people. I mean, for the past years, the PAM candidates haven't respected how the national debt was undergoing. There was a part of that. Come on, they got to get their act together. They must get their act together, otherwise they're going to be the old failure. They must understand the people looking for governance, not party, nothing. You know, get the thing out the heads along and just put the policy. Listen how the lady talk in the town hall. These people poor, people looking for difference.
Yeah.
And up to now, nothing wrong with unity, you know. Unity always, as it is, divine. Mr. Patches, you be good, and thanks for the put in.
Thanks a lot for your input as well. You've stayed with that, and you're so correct. Unity is divine. Divine, my dear brother. I'm going to take a few more calls, just because I started somewhat late. I'm going to give you back a little time. I'm sure Alva won't mind. I'll give you a few more calls as we wind down tonight's programming. Let's go back to the lines. Caller, you're live. Caller, turn your radio down, please. Can you hear your equipment? Are you there? Caller, if you're going to take this call, yeah, but turn your radio down. That's the Bible man. Yes, Mr. Bible man. How are you?
I'm very first, wish Alice in Wonderland happy birthday. That's coming from John James. Happy birthday, Alice.
Yes, I'm sure she's hearing you.
Yeah. Now here, Mr. Bassett. In me, I said last week, and I will say it again. It needs a God-fearing person to lead his need. And the only one present now is Timothy Sylvester Harris. Now he in there for 7 years. And God have mercy on him, and God direct the country that no hurricane come, because the man standing with God. We don't need no hurricane. Mr. Patrick, God will move the king and put Mr. Harris to be the prime minister. Nobody direct them. And God says so. And people must really understand, no man could do nothing let God do it brother. And people must understand. And God rule the whole universe, Mr. Patrick. If God direct, everything was supposed to be done. But I'm getting so warm up here, I have to get out before. Mr. Patrick, the word of God says, promotion comes from not for the east, not the west.
Not the south.
Okay? Promotion comes from God. God set up and God pull down.
Puts down, yes.
When they hear these men are set up, they never do no. And God do it. And let me tell you something, God. This year, God put Timothy Harris there, and nobody could move him but God. And listen here, I am telling you, and I will say it, no Labour Party gonna get in government. God gonna remove them there. God gonna reject them there. Who God gonna put in office, you're gonna wait in decision. And I'm saying he need God fearing purpose to run this country aright. So we don't worry about nothing. We don't worry. So man, man, and all the guys in the property, you take care of yourself. I will, you put that in me so we can answer you. Because when you come, you call me.
Will do, my brother. You take care of yourself.
Yeah, you put it our campaign in 2015. I'm actually put some problem in
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, we put hot in here. I put the unity in power. And so, because the member of our plan and our party, and I talk to the Lord, and the Lord answer the prayer.
Okay, my brother.
So nobody, all the best.
All the best to you, my dear brother. I make sure I see you. I see you, my dear brother. I'll perhaps take one more call if that caller can get to me in a few seconds, and I'll wrap. If that caller can get to me in a few seconds, I'll take one more call. Resolve or dissolve were the words of Mark Brantley on the eve of a meeting between the Prime Minister and the two dissenting leaders of PAM and CCM. Frankly speaking, I think Mark is just about himself. He relished the limelight, loved to be in things, and full of himself. That early morning he came down and stood on the corridor of government headquarters to be seen by all, giving the false impression that today is the day for a resolution or dissolution. What impressed me was the guy who recorded and hurled a litany of insults at him and sent it viral. Yes, I felt very good and remarked, what you do, or what you sow, beg your pardon, you reap. For it was the same thing you meted out. The Prime Minister at the PAM convention reads this email. Sean, you need to be more level-headed, calm, prudent, respectful, honest, and truthful. These values are attributes of a potential Prime Minister. Everyone I spoke with, PAM and Labour especially, has denounced and condemned your continued abysmal behavior at your town hall meetings and gleefully carried on certain radio stations. Certainly, this is not a good sign for any future Prime Minister. Listen to the Nevis lady who called into Dr. Martin's show Friday afternoon to characterize your behavior. She rightfully associated it in the days when women were abusing one another, put their frock up over their heads, and carried on. The lady is right because many of us are a testament to that fact. Oh, what a shame, reads this email. This final email reads, Good night, Mr. Liburd. People saying Sean is a bright man. What good is a bright man with no common sense and no one who does not know how to conduct himself? I can't imagine him representing our federation. He needs to take pages from the Honorable Prime Minister's book before he can become the person to be our next Prime Minister, or we would be the laughing stock of the Caribbean if it becomes PM. My spiritual family, that's the way we're going to end it tonight because my time is done and I got to run. I want to thank you immensely for your toleration tonight, and I'll leave you with some bites because we have to remember this, and I think this lady was actually talking about this, which was a very interesting assessment of the performance of our Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister.
Listening to Sean Richards talking something now about the nightclub and whatever. Help me out. What does that have to do with all of the goings on? We started watching this a couple of weeks ago at the shammiest looking convention I've ever seen, because it should not have been a place for them to air their dirty linen. That should have been taken to cabinet meetings. Now I'm understanding that he has not been attending cabinet meetings. So what is he bawling about now? If you have not put yourself in there to fight the battles that you should be fighting, why are you outside here in the street throwing your fuck up over your head, as the old people would say, and making a lot of noise? Makes no sense. If I was placed in St. Kitts to vote, I wouldn't vote for any of these people.
Very interesting perspective, my straight of family. And this other lady, an ordinary woman, an ordinary people, making their voices heard. And I am really encouraging all of us to listen. This is what this lady said, and we must listen up as well.
Yes, good night, Honorable Lieutenant Hamilton, and Deputy Prime Minister Sean Richard, Honorable Sean Richard, and Lindsey Grant, and Janet Powell. I'm come to talk my mind. I am a very plain person. You all join me in unity, right? And I ain't like what going on right now. I think that what Sean was doing, and the man in Nevis right name, I think they could have get in cabinet and solve the problem instead of going out, embarrass Timothy Harris. They embarrass Timothy Harris, they embarrass themselves. Because right now everybody for Timothy Harris, because they embarrass themselves. Because the Labour people, they right now, they're glad what's going on. They say next election they're going to win. But they ain't going to win. We all need to get together and join back in unity, because you all put me in unity, so I am unity. When you all have meeting, I don't wear me yellow shirt. And when Timothy have a thing, I don't wear me orange shirt. And when the man Nevis guy, he don't wear me blue shirt. So I'm in unity. I for everybody. I ain't not Pam Labour, nothing. I back unity, not Labour. So you all make a big mistake, get in cabinet and solve your problem and get back unity together. Don't let Dougie come back in here. Because Dougie working a trick. He put my name, Joe, but he's leader. And so Dougie ban January, just like Miss Mark like him. He working tricks. He put Joe to be leader, but Joe ain't no leader. He won't be the advisor for Joe. That's the trick. So use your head and get together. Solve problem. Nobody too big to say they're sorry. You understand me? So get back together and find back unity strong. Because men go against unity. I love Timothy, me man. I do tell people so. That's my prime minister. Men go against Timothy for nobody. So I tell you straight up. So Sean, get you act together. Deal with Timothy good. Lieutenant Hamilton, I respect him. I vote for Lieutenant Hamilton all the time. One time I vote Labour because Dougie come and say, oh, he gonna do this when he first get in power, and I vote for him, Labour. But he changed my mind. They say Dougie and me a family, me and know him way. Right? Because the way Dougie do act, he like he from a different world. He say he gonna insult. He could insult again. Me want them kind of leaders. Me want Dougie here because you won't follow Dougie. Get back together, make all your plan. Are you renting there to be going back Thursday next week? Get all your things together, please. Because I vote in unity.
Thank you.
Yes, she's voting unity. Come Thursday, my straight dog family, we're going to talk about the crucifixion. And we only pray that there would be some measure of atonement when these three leaders meet on Thursday. An atonement of the unacceptable behavior from these leaders. You know, the particular leaders. So Thursday, the day before Good Friday, when we will witness, hopefully, the reconciliation of things to come for Team Unity. Some people say no. Some people say this is the last lap for Team Unity. But I'm an optimist, and I know the reconciliation of God and humankind through the sacrifice or sacrificial death or his crucifixion of Jesus Christ. My children family, until we connect on Thursday, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful night. Be good to yourselves and all who we meet. Remember, what your mind conceive, that you will achieve. But keep moving on. I want to thank God for guiding our conversation tonight. Thank you for your participation. Those who called, those who sent emails, those who just listen on the social media and on the big bad national radio ZIZ. Until we connect, keep moving on. My children family.
The morning, I thank God for the morning.